Hello everyone, this is the Pennsylvania and Florida Easter back again with another review. I have already done this locomotive before, just to give a heads up warning. Not really a warning, but pretty much a notification. But you're probably wondering, why am I doing this locomotive again? Which is, by the way, the K4 1361 if you didn't read the title. Well, it's got new sound systems in it. It has a TCS WOW Bach-7, which is basically the K4 Bachmann kit for the Spectrum K4, which is what this is. I have to say it makes it a lot better than the Tsunami 1 decoder that I had originally. I got this locomotive for like around 160 bucks. For the Tsunami sound for 1361, and to some people that might be a little bit much. To me, it was alright. It was my first K4 that I got. It's pretty much one of my first locomotives that I got, the T1 being the first one by Broadway. But some people are wondering, why did you get this instead of the Broadway? And mainly because these are pretty solid locomotives. These are really good steam engines made by Bachmann, and your Spectrum line for steam engines are pretty good. And, you know, it's a great locomotive you can get for the budget. Plus, you know, it's a perfect locomotive, in my opinion, to, like, model upon to make it more accurate to the real prototype. I mean, you can only do so much until it's, like, not practical. I mean, it's not close enough, but you could probably try and get as close as possible for a cheap budget on these K4s. For my previous thoughts on the models, like, you know, detail initially, you know, the initial detail before you do anything to it, you would have to look at the original video that I have in my legacy playlist of reviews and blogs. You don't have to watch it. I mean, it's a Bachmann K4. It looks pretty good as a K4. It fits the bill of what a K4 should look like. Is it 100% accurate? No, but it's a great runner, and to me, it fits the bill of what it's supposed to represent, and that's good enough for me. It's a really nice model for beginners who want to get into Pennsylvania, and you know, since 1361 is being restored, and 1361 is a famous engine in of itself, you might as well get one if you can. There's still a lot of them online for 1361. 1361 seems to be the most common K4. You could probably wait till train shows. I mean, since COVID's now stopping, I guess. I don't know. Or the whole pandemic thing's kind of creeping away more. And shows and stuff are starting up again. I would wait until you go to a show. Unfortunately, eBay's pretty much, following the law, I guess, with taxing, you know, buyers pretty much for buying, I guess, products online, which is a real bummer. It is what it is, I guess, now, after July. That's when they started that whole shenanigan thing, in my opinion. But anywho, I got most of my locomotives that I really wanted. I still got a few locomotives I really want to get still. It'll take time until I can finally get them. Hopefully, some shows in the future I can attend to would probably help me find what I really want. But yeah, when you're gonna get this locomotive, try and get it, you know, for around at least $100 to $150 or $170. Even for like sound equipped with the Tsunami, Tsunami's not entirely bad. It's just old, and it's just old. But it does a job. If you watch my older videos with the Tsunami one, it's a pretty nice sounding locomotive. It's not by modern standards, it's not perfect. It's only 10 years old at most, you know, with the sound quality and whatnot. But as you'll see in a few minutes, you'll see why I think this one's better, and with the upgrade that I did to it. And I'll show you some photos on what I did with the install, and then we'll do the run with the locomotive. So starting with like the bell, I think the bell is infinitely better. I always like those bells. You can tell that's a steam engine. The older bell that I had was on the Tsunami one was just awful. I don't know why, but Tsunami just has awful bells in my opinion. Tsunami 1, I don't know. I mean, I have a Tsunami 2. If you've seen the video in my running sessions with the Y3 or HH1 by Walther's Proto 2000, or what used to be Lifelike Proto 2000 Heritage. They're okay, but the steam chuffing is pretty good. But I don't know. I think, you know, with your selection that you can get with TCS WOW with bells that you can choose from, you could pretty much recreate your favorite steam engines. You got the whistle. Now the problem with the K4 whistle, there's a couple of PRR whistles. There's the Banshee, and there's 3 versions of the 3 chime. This one I think is the best 3 chime. I don't really like the first 8 chime. It sounds bad in my opinion. This one sounds the best, and the K4 one that comes with the Box 7 kit does not have an echo effect at the end of the whistle, which sucks in my opinion. I don't really like it, even if it's a Pennsylvania 3 chime K4. It does not sound like a K4 in my opinion, not at all. But and one thing to compare with the Tsunami 1 and the TCS WOW is that the slow control is still there. Like, you can barely make it crawl if you want. It's amazing how slow you can get this thing to go. I don't know if I can make it any slower. I'm gonna try. There you go. Maybe not even slower than that. It's amazing. Really love this engine. I really love the TCS upgrade. It was well worth it. Now I can double head properly with my other streamlined K4, which I already done a review. That was my first review. It was crappy, to be honest with you, but if you want to check it out, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to stop you. I just highly do not recommend it. All right, then I'll show. Right now, I'll show you some photos of the WOW installation and what I had before inside the tender with Tsunami 1, and I'll show you some photos of stuff you can get for your TCS WOW upgrades. They're pretty cool, mainly for the Box 7, obviously, but maybe later on I'll show some, like, in like other videos I'll show like for kits with DCC ready and whatnot. All right, well, here's some of the pictures that I recommend using, that you look up for to make your Bachmann K4s a lot better, in my opinion. Okay, I hope you like what you see. Yeah, it's not my best first install with TCS WOW, but I wish I still had 1225, the Berkshire for Pure Marquette. I'll show you that one was the easier install. But that was a DCC ready model, and it's really simple to get that thing all set up and whatnot with TCS WOW. But this is my real first, like, you know, kit loco upgrade. So yeah, I'll do a video run of the K4 pulling my Fleet of Modernism Bachmann passenger cars. I can't wait to get a 6th car, but yeah, alright. See you guys at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Peace. right. So, for those who are still watching the video, the locomotive chuff set that I chose was a K27 number, I believe, 463. I felt like it was deep enough, but I also felt like it was authentic enough to use from like those old videos that you would hear with steam engines. I like it, to be honest. I feel like it fits, K4s and lighter locomotives as well. Although the K4 is a heavy Pacific, I feel like if for some reason I get a brass, Atlantic, it would probably fit it very well as well. Well, we'll see. Anyways, yeah, they're just the TCS WOW is just, as all other steam enthusiasts would probably say in the model railroading community, especially my friend Trainman 440 would say, the reason why he chooses TCS WOW is for the obvious reasons. The sound quality is amazing. The steam sounds are very leaky sounding, kind of like our real steam engine pretty much sounds. There's just so much going on with those engines. Plus, they're really fun to get into, like, the hobby with upgrading, older locomotives. And it helps you with, learning how to wire and, like, rewire or re-hardware your locomotive as well. Again, there's just limitless possibilities you can use with TCS WOW. And the functions, some people don't like the function, control stuff that they have in TCS WOW. Although it actually is pretty easy once you, like, understand the gist of what the functions can do. And I'm pretty sure you can download a PDF of the whole, like, function map with the controller that you can use without even having to use CVs or anything like that. Which is, I guess, TCS's old, quirk, is that they the way they do, like, changing sounds and functions and function sound rates and all that stuff is like basically, you can do it already with a controller instead of having to do it with, like, CV settings on a program track, So I guess and to some people that's a plus, and to some people that's a minus, I guess, who are used to the old way of doing things. I'm not saying that everybody else is going to do it, but it's just TCS's own, thing going on. I think, if I were to rate this locomotive, even without modifying it to make it more like an accurate K4, I think the TCS WOW upgrade would give this locomotive, I originally would give this like a 7 with the Tsunami 1, which some people might be like, that's way too high. I'm like, you have to be, dumb to not think so. I mean, in my opinion, because it's like, here's the thing. You're getting a really nice valued K4 that runs really well. Even the older ones still run pretty well, and I'm pretty sure spare parts are galore, for these K4s that you could swap out and keep your, K4 going. Or you can probably get, spare parts for these K4s still. So there's another run coming, too, with TCS WOW coming. Now, I would not pay for that price, especially at retailers that you probably see for like $330, sometimes just about $300, which I believe is ridiculous for a K4, especially by Bachmann. It's like, come on, Bachmann. To be honest, this is a $250 locomotive going to retailers, realistically, especially with the Streamline K4 at most. It's just, any higher than that is just way too much. I would not pay for it. I will not pay for it, too. I'd probably pay max $200 for these new K4s that are supposed to come out next year with TCS WOW. It's just I don't see it going much farther than that, And I want more post-war ones so I can just paint, modify, and do my own modifications too. Because these are fun. These are fun locomotives, and I feel like overpricing them is a pain in the butt. But once you get the TCS WOW upgrade on the older ones, it's worth it. I mean, well, why get a new one? You can get an old one for a lot cheaper. Don't get them on eBay because, people are trying to overprice them because of Bachmann announcing the new run. They're like, oh, well, since people are waiting for the new ones, I might as well, like, up the price and price gouge, a Bachmann. Like, Come on, man. I mean, unless you really want to, unless you really think Bachmann is the best thing in the entire world. Not to say Bachmann's bad. You know, these are really solid locomotives. Their drives are pretty solid. Yes, they don't have like the modern bearing stuff that the Broadway Limited has, but like they're still solid. And seeing this locomotive still here running, pretty much like brand new, almost maybe just slightly less. I don't know. It's just it runs like it's brand new, and it's 7 to 8, 10 years old already. These came out in like 2012, 2013, and look, it's still running. It's a solid runner. It looks great for the value. It's not the most accurate, but it looks great, and it fits the part of what it is. And if you can get like one of these K4s DCC ready with the red box for $100, it's, in my opinion, it's fine. It's good. It's a good value. You can probably get them for less if you want to, for the red box ones, and I'm pretty sure they still have the holes in the bottom of the tender for the sound to come out of the speaker. If you want to get the DCC and sound one, that's the black Spectrum box with the see-through, you can also get that too if you want. I'm pretty sure people will probably charge another $50 for it, since it has, the Tsunami 1 sound in it. And I think $150 for the Tsunami sound black box with the clear window on top is fine. It's not perfect. I mean, you could probably get it for $150. That's really good. But other than that, for the DCC ready K4, regardless if it's pre-war or post-war, by Bachmann Spectrum with the clear window red box Spectrum box, I say get it if it's $100. Or wait for train shows. They might sell for cheaper. And then just get the TCS WOW Steam Bach-7 kit, and that's for the K4. Just don't forget to read the description to make sure if it's for the K4. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is longer than it really should have been. Shouldn't it really? But I feel like it was necessary. I really love this upgrade. Although my soldering experience could be better. I just haven't soldered in years. My last soldering project was for like a college project, which is like about, April or May or something like that of this year. But the last time I really soldered pretty well was a couple years ago. And when I was in high school as well. It's been a long time. I have a simple soldering iron. I don't have any flux. My friend keeps bothering me for flux. It's like, look, man, I kind of want to wait until I get the kit for Christmas so I can really, experience, the godlike ability to, fix my mistakes with the vacuum suck feature that some of these, soldering iron kits have. I just want to feel like an old overlord. I mean, I'm not going to really solder anything for a while anyways, so, I mean, screw it, I guess. I can wait. I mean, Christmas is not that far away anyways. I mean, it's November, and yeah, I know. Everybody's like, Christmas. It's not even no Thanksgiving yet in my country. I know. Oh, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As me rambling on as always. And you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye now.